So I said I've gotten back to running, and I just ran my first 5K, and I actually felt so good about it that I'm going to be running with a best friend of mine, and we're turning 40, not quite yet, but pretty soon in the next year. And so I really want to make sure that I keep up with what I'm doing. And so I feel like Rob has allowed me to have that confidence back and be able to do those things. And so I'm going to continue working with him to make sure I don't hurt myself along the way. But we are planning to do 40 races before we turn 40. So definitely something that I didn't think I would be doing 4 or 5 months ago. And now to even say that this is a goal that I'm trying to put forward for myself for the next year is very exciting. My name is Michele. I am 38, soon to be 39 years old. I am a board certified behavior analyst, which is just a long name for the fact that I work with children and adults, typically with autism. And when it comes to sports, I really have kind of run the gamut in different things that I've done, but what I love the most is I did Taekwondo for years, I did kickboxing for years, and now I'm really getting into more like running and doing more activities outside. My story with physical therapy, I would say, starts quite a few years ago when I was doing Taekwondo and I tore my Achilles. So that's not fun. So I had the pleasure of working with Rob then when I was really kind of not able to do much of anything. And he was able to nurse me back to being able to do running and all the activities that I had done previously. Which also led me to being able to do kickboxing and just a lot of activities where I was active again. Fast forward maybe 4 years ago, I started having a lot of hip problems, and I was told that there were a lot of activities I couldn't do anymore. So I was told I can't do Taekwondo, I can't kickbox, I shouldn't be running outside. I don't know, pretty much whatever you can imagine. I was pretty much told that I should just focus on running on a treadmill inside. Okay, so that was a little bit hard to take, but tried to just work around it. And then I started going to a couple of other places, started to help, but just didn't get me to where I really wanted to be. I wanted to be back out running outside. My husband got really into running outside, so I just wanted to be able to do that with him and not be in pain all the time. I'm pretty good about pushing through the pain, but it got to a point where this isn't the way that my life should be at the age of 38 years old. So I called up Rob, and he had started Scent Physical Therapy, and so I really thought about it, and I was like, wow, like a one-to-one experience, really making sure that I'm getting pushed, because sometimes, especially when it comes to different exercises and things like that, I start off really strong and then kind of back as life gets crazy. So coming to see Rob has made a huge difference. It's really given me that motivation to stick with it. Having that one-on-one attention has really helped, because as you're trying to have one part of your body improve, I feel like other things sometimes happen, and that happened to me along the road. And it was just really nice to know that I wasn't stuck to, okay, I'm just here for my hip and that's the only thing that we're working on. Because by working with Rob this time around, I realized that some of my issues are probably due to the fact that I didn't nurse my right leg back to the shape that it really needed to be in. So for years, I was also overcompensating. I have seen a huge difference in my mobility. Like I said, I work with kids, and I'm getting up and down and off the ground a lot. And before, that used to be causing me a good amount of hip pain. Everybody in the building kind of knew, oh, she kind of has some tough times. Since coming to Rob, I don't have that anymore. I don't have that constant hip pain. I've even pushed myself further to now I'm biking more, and really exciting, I just did my first 5K. So that means I'm now running outside again, which, you know, is a huge goal of mine and not one that I thought I'd be able to accomplish quite so quickly. So it's been very exciting. And just by being able to come here, I have really been able to realize that I need to work on all different areas of my body. I have also come with something else that I did at work, and Rob was also able to help me through that. That's a completely different body part, but that didn't lead to a long period of pain because I was able to, and he was able to work on it right away. So to anyone who's thinking about coming to Ascent and working with Rob and his team, what I would say is do it. I was a little apprehensive. I've never done one-to-one PT before. I know that I did have the advantage of working with Rob myself years ago and seeing the improvement there. But I would just say, don't believe that you can't do something. Coming here has really opened up my eyes to the fact that I just needed to be able to do things differently. Not put up those barriers for myself, and when he says do the exercises, do them. You will definitely be glad you did in the long run, but know that it's not a super pressure situation either. There's been times where I've come and it's been a rough week and it just hasn't happened the way I wanted it to happen. But know that, Rob is incredibly supportive with that and understands that some weeks are going to be better than others. And I think it's important to, one, have that support, but also have that person who's going to push you to meet those goals. So yeah, I think my biggest thing for anyone thinking about it is just try it. I think you'll be really happy in the long run.